Hi, I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Black Dragon National President. And today we're going to talk about when one percenters take a stand to protect a veteran.
Nothing tops your cut. Nothing tops your cut. Nothing tops your cut.
Into the Black Dragon and listen to his knowledge. This is Biker 101, and he's professor to the college. Posting up videos on YouTube, coming directly to you, showing you the ins and outs and what not to do.
Okay, this just in. Well, actually, not just in. It was uploaded November the 3rd, 2017. So it's a couple weeks old. 3 weeks old. But you know, one percenters always take such a negative connotation. I can't tell you how many times somebody will send me some sort of comment about the negativity or what they perceive to be the negativity of one percenters. And, you know, I try not to talk too much about them, certainly about nothing that goes on like within their ranks. I always say if you want to know something about them, ask them. When my channel talks about one percenters, it's always in the aspect of dealing with them and how 99 percenters have to deal with them. But I do know quite a few of those guys, and everyone I know has a job and works for a living. But you know, the problem that we have as motorcycle clubs is that any negativity that is put on them kind of crosses us. Because most people driving down the street wouldn't know a 1 percenter from a 99 percenter from a 100 percenter. They just wouldn't know. So they just see bike clubs in general, and they lump us all in the same category. Police do it. Civilians do it, neighborhoods do it, city councils do it, councilmen do it. I can not even tell you how difficult the councilman made it for the Black Sabbath in San Diego, the mother chapter, until his ass passed away. And he made life difficult for us for many, many, many years. For no particular reason, then I guess he didn't like motorcycle clubs. So it always does my heart good to see when these guys do great things, because no major news source is going to pick it up, and nobody's going to ever pick it up. Nobody's going to show it. So I love it when they do great things that we can be proud of them for, and we can show it. So in this particular case, this was uploaded to World Star Hip Hop, one of my favorite places to see cool ratchet videos. But this video was loaded up onto World Star Hip Hop, and I have the full link for it in the description. But in this particular situation, a couple guys in Philadelphia who belong to a very notable 1% motorcycle club there, which actually Philadelphia is their mother chapter. They show up on the street and they're going to get some gas or something from a store. And there is a homeless veteran outside the store. And he asked them for some change. And so many of us will reach into our pocket and give a little change. There are some of us who don't give a dime, but there are others of us who will give something out of our hearts, especially for someone who identifies himself as a veteran. And most of the time, people don't lie about that. You can kind of look at them and tell. So they were going to give this guy some money, perhaps, or maybe they were considering it. So they walked up to the store to get whatever their item was, and the store owner let him know, if you give that man your change, I won't serve you in my store. So I guess that's probably where the video came on. And it was kind of interesting what kind of transpired after that.
All right, so me and Keys down here, we came to the gas station to pick up some gas, and we got a homeless veteran here. Hey, what's your name, man?
Carl.
Your name Carl?
Yeah.
All right, so Carl in the gas station, he down on his luck. He a homeless veteran. So he's at the gas station. I pull up. Carl asks me for some change. So I go to the window to pay for my gas. And this guy right here. Hey, what's your name? What? What's your name? What's your name?
Now you can't
What's
hear
your name? Well, this guy right here, he tells me if I give this man who's a homeless veteran some change, then he's not going to serve me in his store.
So at some point, he politely asked the store proprietor, "What is your manager's name? What's the name of your supervisor, your superior? I'm just going to go to corporate tomorrow and voice my complaint." And the guy told him on no certain terms, "I don't have to give you any information. I don't have a manager, and I'm not telling you." Well, I'll let you hear.
Now I'm at the Citgo gas station on 46 in Lancaster, and he tells me if I give him this change, if I give this homeless veteran this change, that he's not going to serve me. So I say to him, I said, well, what is the problem? What's the reason why you don't want to serve me? What is the issue? So he goes on and on about how he doesn't want the guy in his store. And I explained to the guy that has nothing to do with me. I'm a customer here. I'm patroning your business. I'm just trying to simply buy gas and go on about my business. This guy gonna tell me, motherfucker, get out of my store. I'm like, you talking to me now? So I asked him for his information so that I can make a formal complaint with his corporate office, and he tells me he ain't giving me nothing. He is the manager. So
he ain't giving you shit.
So what I liked about it was I liked how gentle and how easy going these guys were. You know, they weren't all up in the man's face. You don't know who we are. You don't know who you're messing with. None of that kind of stuff. We're the blah, blah, blah motorcycle club. None of that stuff. Matter of fact, they never one time mentioned the name of their motorcycle club, which is why I'm not mentioning it. But it was really kind of funny when he said, you know, what's kind of funny to me is you don't even know who you're messing with right now. And he didn't push that. He just did what people who run a neighborhood do. He shut down the man's store. Well, guess what? Tonight, we're going to spend the night here, and you're not going to sell any more gasoline or anything else tonight. And they just simply told people as they came up, the store is closed. This store is closed. This store is closed. And they shut the man's business down. And at no time were they even mean or violent or any of those things. They simply showed that they could take their neighborhood back anytime they felt like it, and they were going to demand that the citizens of the neighborhood be respected.
I said, okay, well, no problem. Since you're not going to give me nothing, I'm not going to allow you to sell gasoline in my neighborhood. So me and Keys, we going to sit here and we going to shut this gas station down on 46 in Lancaster until this guy here gives me his name and the number to his corporate office so that I can do what is my right as a citizen of this country, number one, and a civilian that lives in his neighborhood, the ability to complain against his foul and disrespectful. What's another word I can say?
With fucking Windex.
Unprofessional. I can't address him by his name because he won't give me his name.
Ball spot. Let's call him ball spot.
One thing about it is, man, we got to learn to take back our community. We can't keep allowing people to come into our community and dictate to us what it is we're going to do, and we just have to deal with it. It's not happening, not on my watch. And the thing about this guy here is he don't even understand who he even dealing with right now. So,
We got 5
hey,
customers,
what?
5
You want to give me your corporate office number now?
I don't have any corporate office number.
Yes,
Okay,
you do.
so now he's saying he don't have a corporate office. No problem. We could play these games all night long because one thing that's going to happen is he ain't going to make another dollar in this place tonight. It ain't happening.
Turned away 5 customers already.
Again, we down here on 46 in Lancaster. So it's looking like me and Keys going to spend a night in this joint tonight,
Yep.
along with my fellow veteran.
Mr. Carl.
Mr. Carl.
Me and my fellow veteran here, Mr. Carl, we going to spend a night in here. Don't worry about it, man. I got your back.
Hell yeah, man. We got your 6, Mr. Carl. Here? What you doing? Here? Here?
Hey, Breezy, yo, tell him we close.
Yo, we close, homie.
We close.
We close, man. Yeah. Yo, we close, homie. Real shit. He think he can disrespect black people,
We close.
so we shutting him down, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's like that. Fuck him, man. Real shit, man.
I tried to get the address, but he wouldn't give it to me. So,
We close.
hey, Breezy, if you can get the info, inbox it to me.
Yeah, man. Yo, there's a lot of gas stations. Niggas get shut down every day, B.
So me, Keys,
And Mr. Carl.
and Mr. Carl gonna spend a night in here tonight,
Yeah.
and we gonna shut it down. After this, Mr. Carl, we gonna go get some coffee.
Hey, Flip Flops, did you know we turned away 6 customers already?
So far, we've been turning away customers. So
If they paying cash,
if you all he had to simply do was just give me his name and his corporate office number, and I would have been on about my business, and I would have took my complaint up with them in the morning. But
well, how about he didn't
But,
even address you that way? How about that?
this guy here, I guess he thought I was one of them guys you could play around with.
No,
So,
It's not the fuck around crew.
Now he gonna find out that you just talked to the wrong one the wrong way.
He talked to me
You
all
thought
the
this
time.
was the fuck around crew. The fuck around crew went home. We
They closed,
man.
brother. They
You're right,
closed.
We closed, man.
They closed?
Yeah,
Yeah. We closed, man.
they closed.
Alright, they say
Yeah.
y'all closed. I don't want no trouble.
Right.
My man.
Hey, I appreciate
Have
that,
a good
man.
night, man.
Have a good night.
So it's always up to you who you decide to do business with. In the African American neighborhoods, we have always had these pariahs that come in, these what I call parasites. They want a parasitic relationship, not a symbiotic relationship. They want a relationship where they feed off of you, and all you can do is accept their BS because you don't have any choices when you're in the hood. There's no choices for good food. There's no choices for vegetables. There's no choices for decent prices. All they want to do is feed us garbage. Ratty food, old food, food past the date on the containers. They fed that to us for decades. Come into our neighborhoods with this bad, foul attitude and stale business practices. I can remember there's this place I go over to in Southwest Atlanta. I used to go there. And when I wanted to take my card and swipe it, they would say, well, if it's not an order over $7, you can't swipe your card. Stuff like that, where you go swipe your card anywhere in North Atlanta, anywhere outside of the perimeter, and you could swipe it for a 22-cent piece of bubble gum. They're going to take your card. But you get down in Southwest Atlanta, and you got some proprietor not from America talking to you really crazy with an accent. I just absolutely enjoyed what I saw those guys do, because it means that perhaps we can take back our neighborhoods a little bit and get some dignity. And I was glad it came from the brothers of the 1% MC paving the way and showing how it should be done. That's the Bravo Zulu stuff that they should do. That's that stuff that gets a Bravo Zulu and an attaboy. We like that. We'd like to see more of that. I'm so proud of those brothers. I'm so proud of them for taking a stand in their neighborhood and taking a stand for a guy like me, a United States veteran who deserves to be respected. We put a lot on those cats, and when they go away as kids. Sometimes when they come back screwed up, and they come back screwed up for life. Here's what gets me. A proprietor who comes to this country for all the benefits of this country. Oh, my dog always does this. I'm making a video now, you. No. I'm making a, hey, don't do that. Hey. A proprietor that comes to this country from another country and takes advantage of the great things that we have to offer here. A place where, unlike his country, where he'd never get a store up and running and never enjoy it. Are you really going to play with the toy now? You can't be serious. Please forgive me. Anyway, unlike a place like his country where he could never get a store up and running and never enjoy those kind of benefits, he comes to our country, which is great. This is an open country. This country is open to people of all flavors. People of, show us your, I forget how it goes, but everybody come to America. We love to have you here. But leave those attitudes and that BS and that stereotypical and that prejudice thinking, leave that back home. Because you're here now. And the very benefits and the freedoms that you are enjoying, a guy like that went to war so that you could enjoy that. And now you won't even allow him to be given change by someone else passing by the store. That attitude is demonstrably horrible. And I'm glad those brothers took a stand to make a change in their own neighborhoods. Hey, to that great MC out there, we know who you are and we're watching. We saw that. We appreciate that. Bravo Zulu. Great job. And keep doing those wonderful things. I'm Black Dragon National President. And thank you for coming to my channel. And of course, get skinny.
Nothing tops your cut. Nothing tops your cut. Nothing tops your cut. Nothing.
Into the Black Dragon and listen to his knowledge. This is Biker 101, and he's Professor to the college. Posting up videos on YouTube, coming directly to you, showing you the ins and outs and what not to do. He's truly a breed apart. Subscribe to his channel. Some try their best, but they don't match his candy. Don't believe me, it's cool. Tune in and hear him on truth. He's straight schooling you. His vids are the proof. He's filled with desire. He's filled with respect. He's filled with a fire. He always comes correct. Was 5 years to prospect. He didn't care about his label, but now he runs the Black Sabbath. Set in stone is his fable.
Black Sabbath forever, forever Black Sabbath. Thanks for tuning in and get skinny.